and welcome to South by Southwest London, day 1. So I'm curious, who is it your first time this week? All right, I love it. And who's it your second time? I'm right there with you. Okay, well, welcome. So excited to kick off this week of programming here in the Truman Brewery in our AI and technology track, thanks to our sponsor, Aviva. So over the past few years, I have been having many conversations with executives, founders, and teams navigating the pressure of the AI era. And what's become increasingly clear is this. Many organizations are spending an enormous amount of time thinking about the technological capability, but very little about the nervous systems of the humans building it. Because Human 2.0 is not only about artificial intelligence, it's also about human evolution. At the same time, I was going through my own experience. My oldest child was preparing to leave for university, and I entered perimenopause. And after decades of building businesses, raising children, constantly achieving and holding everything together, I realized that my nervous system had been in survival mode far longer than I understood. And that sent me into a deeper exploration around human behavior, nervous system regulation, and leadership. And in that process, I became fascinated with something. There are around 40 million species on this planet, and there are only a few that live decades beyond their reproductive years. Whales, dolphins, humans. And I began thinking deeply about what human leadership is actually meant to evolve into. And perhaps Human 2.0 is not about becoming less human, but about becoming more integrated human beings. I believe this is one of the biggest leadership challenges of this AI era. Can humans evolve emotionally and psychologically fast enough to responsibly hold the power of the technologies we are creating? Because AI may amplify intelligence, but it will also amplify the humans that are building it. One of the things I noticed when working with high-performing leaders is this. The real question is whether their nervous system can hold the pressure of the environments that they're operating inside. Because when humans are in constant acceleration, we stop leading from clarity and start leading from survival. And survival changes how we communicate, how we decide, and how we lead. And so perhaps most leadership breakdown doesn't start in strategy. It starts in the body. And this is why I believe nervous system intelligence is becoming one of the most important leadership skills of the AI era. When humans make decisions, it's very different to when you feel safe or when you feel under threat. Under pressure, people become more defensive, emotionally narrow, and reactive. But when people feel regulated enough inside, we regain access to clarity, empathy, discernment, and long-term thinking. And AI will amplify that reality. So before we continue, I'd like to bring you into an experience and not just a conversation. You may have noticed that I brought my drum on the stage. This isn't a performance. Rhythm regulates the nervous system. Human beings have used rhythm and breath for thousands of years to reconnect to themselves and each other. So let's try this experience together. So I'm going to take you through a simple practice called box breathing. And as you see, equal on each side. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. And I'm going to guide you through a few rounds. And if it feels safe and comfortable to do so, I really encourage you to close your eyes and start to bring your attention inward. So let's begin. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Keeping your eyes closed. Return to normal breathing and just notice nothing outside of you has changed, but inside your system has shifted. Our nervous systems remain adaptable throughout our lives. So many of the patterns we think are fixed are not. One of the things nature teaches us is that things move in cycles. Expansion and contraction, inhale and exhale. Nature itself already knows what many modern systems have forgotten, that sustainable systems require rhythm. Humans were never designed for endless acceleration. The AI doesn't need slower innovation, but it does need steadier humans, because speed without nervous system regulation eventually creates collapse. And many people are already feeling that. The future will belong to leaders who can move fast without abandoning themselves in the process. Steady, fast, both. One of the teachings shared by the Quero people, Indigenous wisdom keepers of the Peruvian Andes, is coherence. Different parts of the system working together instead of against each other. Within their teachings is also the idea of Pachacuti, a time of great turning, a period of humanity where it reorganizes itself through chaos, disruption, and transformation. And I wonder if that is part of what we are living through right now. I believe this is one of the biggest leadership challenges of the AI era. Not just building more intelligent systems, but building steadier humans capable of holding the power that we are creating. The future will belong to leaders who can move fast without abandoning themselves in the process. Leaders who can stay grounded inside uncertainty, human inside acceleration. And perhaps the real question behind Human 2.0 is this: are we steady enough for the power we now hold? That may become one of the defining leadership questions of our time. If this conversation resonated with you, I'd love to continue it. Behind, you'll find a QR code that links to my LinkedIn, where I share my work on nervous system regulation, human behavior, and the future of human systems in the AI era. You'll also find a short leadership assessment to identify which pattern you default to under pressure and how to shift it in real time. Thank you.